Hello everyone, it's Ben from Holt Creek Jerseys here on Clover Cove Ranch in the Sandhills of southwest Holt County, Nebraska. We just got an inch of rain over the last couple days. The grass is growing really well, nice and tall. Birds are loving it. I'm out here with the nurse cows here behind me, just going to show you why we do a 2-day move on our nurse cows. There's a lot of different theories and philosophies and opinions and experiences with grazing. A lot of opinions about how many cows should be on how many acres, how dense your stocking density should be, how much impact you should be putting on the ground, whether you should be total grazing or partial grazing or linger grazing. But really, you just need to figure out what works best for you and your lifestyle and your cattle and your land. And it's going to be different for everybody everywhere, because grazing isn't a one-size-fits-all thing that you can just plug and play on any farm or ranch anywhere in the country. So anyway, we here at Holt Creek Jerseys do a 2-day move on our nurse cows. We move our milk cows every day. We milk once a day, so we move them every time we milk. They have 24-hour moves. But our nurse cows, which are also lactating females, so they have some of the same requirements, or they have the same requirements as a milking cow that we're bringing into the parlor. But we move them every 2 days, and the reason we do that is, so the first day, we think it works better for our ground, and it definitely works better for like our schedule and stuff. It's just one less thing you have to do on that second day, or that first day, that you wouldn't move them. So we oversize. So rather than try to guess the size of the paddock and put them on the right perfect size of paddock where they'll give the perfect amount of impact in 24 hours or 12 hours or whatever, and rather than undersizing the paddocks so that we have to constantly monitor them and move them, multiple times a day maybe, we give them an oversized paddock. Basically, we try to give them about 2 days worth. Actually, I try to give them about 1.5 days worth of paddock. I don't try to get it exact. I just kind of guess. And, guessing paddock sizes based on your cows and stuff is kind of a skill you can develop over time that, again, is kind of specific to your context of where you're operating and what your cow herd, how they perform, and what your forage looks like. So we try to give them about 1.5 days worth of grass. So the first day, they will go in to an oversized paddock and basically just selectively graze whatever they want and get full and be happy. And then the second day, there will still be some forage in there. It might not all be the desirable forage that they ate the first day, but there's feed for them in there. There's dry matter that they can consume. And so that second day, they kind of clean up. And then we have the next paddock ready for them. So if at some point, I usually check them at midday on the second day. And if at some point they need to be moved, or they've cleaned it up or grazed it down to where we would trigger a move, then I either move them midday right then, or I make the decision, well, I'm going to leave them here till tonight, and move them like in late afternoon, evening, or move them again tomorrow first thing in the morning. So sometimes they'll spend a day and a half in a paddock. Sometimes they'll spend a day and 3/4 in a paddock. Sometimes they'll spend 2 days or 48 hours in a paddock. So basically we're on a 2-day move with our nurse cows. So